As I'm recording this video, there are a little less than 4 days until Season 2 of Pokemon Unite, and it could bring a lot of exciting things. It also could bring a lot of the same game that we know and love. But one of the most important things is the season will end, which means that if you want to get to Master Rank, double pointy fingers, then it's time to get in there, get your hands dirty, maybe even get your feet dirty, and climb that ladder. In this video, I am going to give you as many tips as I can to help you get to Master Rank as quickly as possible. Hi, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Ha-wee! Dang it, Jake 4, come on! And as Jake 4, widely considered the most evil Jake, which I think is ridiculous, I wanted to do a little rebranding. So now I'm the most helpful Jake. Jake 4 is gonna get you to the Master Rank. Pretty good, right? Master Rank, Smaster Rank. It's all just some corporate conspiracy to make us buy more pumpkin boxes. Cool idea, boss. You're trying your best. Whatever. Okay, enough of all of you. Expensive sound effect. Yeah. Obviously, the reason you may want to get to Master Rank is if you get here before the season is over, you get more tickets. 20,000 tickets for making it to Master Rank, to be exact. And that's a lot of costumes or item enhancers or whatever you want to use them for. What else can you use them for? The point is, getting to Master Rank gives you a ton of tickets, and hey, it's kind of cool to do. Also, if you get to expert this season, you get this little outfit. There might be more, we really don't know, but if you want to make it to master, here is a guide to help you. Let's start with Pokemon choice. No matter which Pokemon is your favorite, there are a few that I think help you climb much, much better than others. I'm just going to give you a few Pokemon that I think will help you climb to Master Rank the fastest. The first one is this Pokemon Greedent. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's slightly underpowered right now, but yeah. So it's ridiculously strong. You can take objectives. You can wipe out the entire enemy team. It's incredibly tanky. You can move around the map with ease. Greedent is probably the most overpowered Pokemon in the game right now. If you want to climb ranks, I would highly recommend using a Pokemon like this. Other options that I think are very, very strong. Cinderace is a very strong carry, and I think you could use someone like this climbing ranks. Just make sure that you stay alive throughout the match and you're able to take objectives. Zeraora is another great Pokemon for climbing the ranks. Zeraora's discharge is amazing and gross sounding, and it lets you take out many, many enemies inside of one encounter and also steal lots of objectives. If you're picking up on a vibe here, all of the Pokemon that I think are going to help you climb rank, especially solo, are going to be Pokemon that help you steal objectives. Sylveon is not too bad with its Hyper Voice. I really like playing it solo, but it's not the absolute best. Talonflame with its fly, very, very good at stealing objectives and KOing lots of enemies. A great choice. Greninja, also very strong, just because it can KO people very easily. And Water Shuriken actually does a really good job of taking out objectives by yourself. Crustle, as a defender, one of the best. Wow, they're all kind of in a bunch here. As a defender, one of the best solo queue Pokemon in the game. Stealth Rock, paired with a fluffy tail, and Shell Smash gets you around the map so fast, so I think this is also a really great choice. Lucario's not too bad. Absol's not too bad. Mr. Mime's a good support. Gengar's eh. Let's see, if there's anyone else, Venusaur is a pretty dang powerful Pokemon right now. But those ones I listed, Greedent for sure, Cinderace, Zeraora, Sylveon, Talonflame, Greninja, Crustle, those are all extremely strong solo queue Pokemon. Lucario's probably up there as well. But any of these Pokemon can help you win the match because they help you steal objectives. So if you want to win, get really good with one of these, just one of these Pokemon. Lock it in at the start of a match, get great with it, play that Pokemon, climb the ladder with that Pokemon. Let's talk briefly about held items. I have a video on my channel with best held items for every Pokemon, and while this does change, I do think in general the vibe is keep it simple, silly. Buddy Barrier, Score Shield, Focus Band are pretty amazing on almost every Pokemon in the game. They also help you win if you're playing solo queue or anything other than a coordinated 5-person team. These are pretty amazing items on any Pokemon. They all help you stay alive longer and do a few other very, very important things in the match. But the longer you're alive, the longer you are able to affect the outcome of the match. So I think these are a very strong choice, honestly, on almost any Pokemon. Of course, if you're someone who's doing a lot of damage, you could change this set up a bit. But this is a very solid set on almost any Pokemon inside the game. My next tip is to not go it alone. If you have some friends on the game, luckily I have not a single person online right now, you can duo or trio or 5-person your way to Masters. My opinion, I actually think that duo queue is probably the best queue that I have been in. Usually when I'm paired with one other person, I'm not always going against 5-person coordinated teams, but you at least have one person inside the match to work with. If you don't have any friends or you're looking for someone to play the game with, join my Discord. The link is in the description of this video. I'm sure people in there will be climbing to master rank together. I think duo is one of the best ways to do it. Here's some basic tips once you get into a match. After you select the Pokemon that you want, I got Greedent, which is what I wanted. Definitely tell your team where you're going to be going. I like the top lane with this Pokemon, but there are many choices that work out well. I will work with whatever my team is providing me, but let your team know where you're going. It's minor, but it actually is pretty important, and you can see what your group is doing. Ooh, we got a bit of a stacked squad here. Of course, before a match, always investigate everyone's fashion. Ooh, fashion. Fashion, 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 fashion. The game is loading slowly. Fashion. Fashion, fashion, fashion. This doesn't matter at all, but I like it. Once inside the game, make sure that if you're in lane, at least try as best you can to fight the enemy over these middle objectives here. It's okay if you don't get them and you don't want to get KO'd for your trouble, but at the same time, you do want to put up a fight for some of these bigger objectives inside the match. And it's so strange to say it, but that early core fish, it's pretty important. It really, really is. Of course, show up for Bs at 850 and at 720 if you can, and then after that, decide which lane you're going to go to. It's kind of important to figure out, and it's changed a lot from what it used to be, where it felt like Dreadnought was the only option. Right now, a tip I got from my buddy Crashy is do what the team is doing. You know, maybe the team's all going to Rotom. Okay, we'll crash this top goal and take Rotom. Is the team rotating to Dread? All right, let's rotate to Dread and let's win that encounter as well. I think it's really good advice to notice what your team is doing and be there for it. A time I might stay top is if your team is doing well in the bottom lane, or if you broke top goal and you think that you're able to get Rotom and push it to their secondary goal. It's pretty huge early on if you can do that. And a big advantage of this is they don't have jump pads until 5 minutes. So you can actually push this goal in, usually take a lot of their farm, and do it without a ton of resistance. Did I mention play Greedent? It's just, yeah, play Greedent. Another good thought is when to unite. If you have your unite move at about the 4-minute, 3-minute, 30-second mark, that is probably, depending on your Pokemon, the last time you want to unite in the match before Zapdos. It's something to think about. Zapdos obviously the most important objective in the game, and at that fight, you want to have the most power you can for your team, and you want to be able to activate that Buddy Barrier. So, if you have your unite move, try to save that unite move after 330. Like right here, I can use it and I'll have it again for Zap. I'm pretty sure of it. Also, have you seen Greedent's unite move? I don't know if I told you guys, but this Pokemon Greedent, he's actually pretty ridiculous. Something to keep in mind is that the Dreadnought debuff that some people know about is no longer a thing. It was gotten rid of at the mobile release, so if you could take the Dread before Zap, that would be great. Go ahead and take it. Oh, there they come. Oh, we got it. We got it. My next tip is show up for Zapdos. Be there with your team at this Zapdos fight. If the enemy has a chance, they're going to take Zapdos. If your team has a chance, you want to stop them. If you're ahead, you want to try to defend as best as possible. And then if you KO a lot of them, you can take Zapdos. If you're behind, you need to be there with your team for this important fight. It's also important, like I said, to make sure you have your Unite moves so that you can try to keep your allies alive during this engagement. There's that beautiful Unite we were saving. And now Greedent does this thing where he just KOs every single person on the enemy team. If you can, do that thing where Greedent KOs every single enemy on the opposing team. Not all matches go that well. That was a surprising one. Remember, at the end of a match, you can actually good game a team member. Good job, good job, good job. You might make a friend that way. You might get a friend request if someone on your team that you legitimately thought was good, you good job them. You could also add a friend from here. For instance, I laned with this Pikachu right here, and they were fantastic. If I wanted to play more games with them, I would just try to add them as a friend right there. Another tip, something that I talk about all the time, is to never surrender. There's no point to surrender inside this game. The matches are 10 minutes long. I have won so many games that my team has tried to surrender. I think I just put one up yesterday. If I did, I will have a short clip of moments from that right now. The holoware they're releasing for it is, are you crazy? Surrender? You out of your mind? All right. These surrenders, I swear to you, who are these people? Get out of here. Oh, he got me. Lucario got me. I thought I could put him to sleep first. Why are all these surrenders popping up? I swear. Is our Blastoise for real quitting? Big move by our Cinder there. I think that Cinder and my score there put us ahead. Woo! Woo! There we go. Tips to make it to Master this weekend, basically. I hope these help. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I love you all very much, and I will see you next time. Jake number 4. I'm the helpful Jake now, right? Whatever. Goodbye, everybody.